What's going on, traders? In the last video of the Bootcamp series, you guys learned about support and resistance and psychological levels. We are now going to talk about market structure because that goes hand in hand with support and resistance and psychological levels, which is the last video that I made in the Bootcamp series. Again, as I've repeated many times, the market does not go in one direction. It does not go all the way up, does not go all the way down. In the grand scheme of things, it may look like that, but with the fractality of the market, which is basically lower time frames and stuff, it does not go in one direction. Like if you look at the Nasdaq, you might see from beginning of the time it's going up, right? But look at the smaller time frames. Look at smaller time frames. You can see that even though it has been going up from the beginning of the time, there has been some fluctuations in the market. Look at that. Right? So that's exactly what we're going to talk about today, fluctuations in the market. Now, the fluctuations of the market happen because price has to pull back at some point in order to gain strength again to pull back up. Now, there's theory behind it when it comes to price and banks and all that. I'm not going to get too much into it because you don't have to know that to become a profitable trader, but it's important to understand that there are levels where price get to, and it may bounce down, like I said, at psychological levels or levels of support and resistance, and which cause it to bounce down. And at some point, price may break that level once again. So let's say in the grand scheme of things, we're going up like the Nasdaq, right? Every time you see the market break a high, that is considered a continuation of structure. Because in the grand scheme of things, price is going up, right? So every time price breaks a high, that is considered a continuation of structure, COS for short. All right. Now, when price invalidates the trend, let's say you expect price to go up and price breaks below a low. Where's the last low? This is the last low right here. And price breaks below it right over here. That is considered a break of structure. All right. So continuation of structure is simply a continuation of the trend. Break of structure is a break of the current trend. Now, same case with the downside. If price was going to the downside and price was continuing to the downside, that was considered a continuation of structure. Now, if price breaks a high, that is considered a break of structure. And what you expect, you can expect price to retest that level to potentially go up to a higher psychological level or a level of support or resistance, whatever the case is. All right. So understand that at this point, it was resistance for price. At this point right here, there was resistance for price. Price broke that resistance, which continued the structure of the bullish trend. All right. And price retested that resistance as support now. So that once resistance, has now become support. And you can see. And what you expected here to be support, once again, you expected the same thing to happen here. All right, price invalidated that. Price broke the expected support, and has now retested it as resistance. And you can see on the downtrend. All right, so hopefully that makes sense to you. We're going to go into the live market, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about right now. Let's go ahead and reset the chart view. So as you can see, at this point in time, price was creating higher structure, right? Price creating higher structure. Boom. Where did price eventually, let me actually do this so you can see a little better. Price is creating higher structure. Boom, 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 boom. Now, where did price break structure? Price broke structure right over here because this was the last low that we expected price to hold. And look what happens. Price not only breaks it, but retests it as resistance. So this was expected to be support. Price has retested it as resistance, and price continued to the downside. So this is considered a break of structure because price was going up, broke it, and now price is creating a minor downtrend. That doesn't mean that that's the overall trend. That just means there's a break in structure of price. Now, if we continue to follow this trend, right? Look at this. Where's the last high? The last high is over here. What happens? Boom. Price breaks it, And look at this candle right here. The very next candle, or 2 candles later, retest that same exact level. This is what I'm talking to you this is what I'm talking about when I talk to you about market structure. All right. If you can understand market structure, that makes your trading strategy that much easier to understand. All right. So boom, retest it. And now we are back on that bullish trend. Boom. You can see prices retesting levels of what was once resistance as support now. So this was once resistance, prices retesting it as support. All right. See how clean that is? So this was once support, prices retesting it as resistance. Look at that. Look at that. So this was once resistance, prices retesting it as support. Simple, simple, simple patterns. Now, again, how does this go hand in hand with psychological levels? Because price, as you can see, price reversed around certain levels. You can see at this level, we expected this level to hold. Price, boom, broke below it, right? Retested that as resistance and then continued down a bit. And ultimately, price broke above it. Now this level, the psychological level, T 50, is now support after price broke above it. You can see we continue to the upside. All right. It is really, I don't want to say it's easy, but it's very simple for you to understand price. Now let's follow this trend once again. Let's follow this one right over here. So we're on a downtrend, right? What happens? Price breaks the high. Boom. This is where you have to be careful. All right. This is where we would normally look for our entry after the retest. But price does not retest. Price just breaks structure once again. It might happen sometimes. It might happen sometimes. So I'm glad this example came up. All right. If we continue the trend, let's follow price and see what happens. Boom. Price breaks above the last high. Boom. What happens? Price comes back to retest that last high. All right. Price comes back one more time. And we're continuing structure to the upside. So this right here was the break of structure right over here, because we're going from a downtrend and we broke structure, and now we are creating an uptrend in price. Let's continue to follow this structure. Boom. Where's the last low? Right over here. Price breaks it. All right. Price breaks that low. Price does a slight retest. You know, you see this. This is a weekly time frame. So in between here and here, this is a couple hundred pips. All right. So price retests it as resistance. Let me actually show you this weekly time frame. So within here, you could have caught a couple pips. This is a 450 pip difference. So you can definitely make some money within this slight, all right, retest and pull back. All right. So price broke structure right over here. Price broke structure, break of structure, and then price retested as resistance. And once again, this was the last high. Price broke that. Boom. Look at this very next candle. Retests it. Boom. And then continues to the upside. So we had one break of structure over here. Price sold, retested it, sold again. Then price broke this last high. Boom. And the very next candle retested it. Look at that. Look how clean that one candle is. That black candle. Price retests it and then breaks structure again and continues to the upside. And that's really all there is to it. I don't want to jam too much things into this video because market structure alone is a simple topic, but some people can get confused just because the market shifts structure a lot. And that's where fractality comes in. All right. We're going to talk about that as well. So I hope this made sense to you guys. Hope you guys got something out of it. Leave something in the comments down below. Let me know if you guys understood something or if you guys did not understand anything. I will be sure to clear everything up for you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.